Should move my mouse cursor. Man, the frickin' dry bones. Like, they look more like statues in this game. Which I think they looked more like... I can't remember the NES rights. I think it's just because of the color palette, which might be palette limitations because of everything else on here. Man, something I should do again is... When I was like in late elementary and in middle school, I used to use Lunar Magic to create Super Mario World ROM hacks. They weren't good. Motherfucker. All my fault. And I'd like to do that again. I mean, now we have Mario Maker, but there's still some things you can do in Lunar Magic and not Mario Maker. Although, now they have a lot more features, like slopes. And also you can create like a whole, you know, contiguous level set that's much larger than you can in Mario Maker. Not saying Mario Maker's bad, Mario Maker is great. I also haven't been feeling Mario Maker lately, which is a shame, because I did buy Mario Maker 2. And I did not play it much. I should also get the stylus, because, man, was it easier to play, make levels on the Wii U. Which is why I thought Mario Maker wouldn't get a port. But they did it anyways. But the stylus isn't launching until Brain Age comes out on the Switch. But like, wouldn't that be a fun stream idea? Like, for YouTube videos, I could play ROM hacks and get my ass kicked by a shitty mini-boss. And for a stream, I could try and create a ROM hack. It's like thinking about color palettes. I remember you had to be careful about which entities you spawned under which sprite palette. I am a failure. And then also, if you wanted to, I think you could change the color palettes and things would look wonky. I never learned how to edit sprite data though. Oh my god. Like, I swear, I'm not this trash at Mario. I swear. I also swear, I've completed Super Meat Boy, guys, come on. Also, was Super Meat Boy's acronym SMB on purpose? Or did it just end up like that? It's like that now. I also never got feedback on that Halo Wars series. Which now, if anyone watches this and gives feedback, that might delay feedback until freaking Thanksgiving. Like, if I should keep doing it, if I should cut out failures, if I should lower difficulty, or if I should keep doing what I was doing. I should probably just record some more before I get feedback. Anyways, soon, because it could be a while before that. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? That was 100% my fault. I should have just kept going for it so I could have gotten farther while I had immunity frames. Is there something beyond there? Why would they put spikes there? I am ready to die again. Ready to humiliate myself. He didn't skip leg day. Should have put up a flashing light warning, shouldn't I? I mean, I guess that's why they put those filters in front of all the Virtual Console games. Wow. They didn't want to skip leg day either. Yeah, cause like, photosensitive seizures are no joke? I mean, how am I supposed to know? Maybe I shouldn't be guessing cards right next to each other. Maybe I should actually use some of these. Where's the select button? That's the fast forward button. Love that drop in audio quality for fast forwarding. It's not backspace. Control, Alt, C, D. I found the full screen hotkey, which I already used there. You're not gonna believe it. H resets it. Go! Go! I don't know where the A button is assigned. That's right, you have to press start. I forgot about that. Why? Help, what's wrong with me? So you like my first time through these levels? Am I gonna have to save every time? You know, I just keep thinking, maybe I'll stop humiliating myself. Maybe I'll stop. It's never true. I mean, this year, I'm thankful I'm not as pathetic as Vivian. Oh wait. You know those guys in the bricks? I mean, they're actually tiny windows. Which I didn't know for years, I just figured they were sentient blocks. But I was gonna say a joke that's ruined now. Those fire guys though? Those are the remnants of the aliens that built the pyramids. And now you know the joke I was gonna say about the guys in the blocks. No. Please. Please. Also, I was wondering, when MCC comes out on PC and I have access to it... Goodbye. Should I do the campaign? Should I do multiplayer? I mean, I'm gonna be doing them regardless. What I mean is, should I record it? I don't know why I ask these questions. I don't have a large enough viewer base to get responses. It's fun to engage with the audience. The more I look at this banner, the more I know it was a mistake. And I could have just left the borders black, because for some reason... Never mind. I could have just left the borders black though. I couldn't just leave my original channel at me, because when I did that for Chrono Trigger, which I'm not sure if I still have the save data for, but if I do, I could pick that back up. Because I do love Chrono Trigger. I could also restart it if I get the Steam build. Which is fixed now. But yeah, it was not properly designed for showing 4x3 content and then the edges to be just blue. So like some stuff spilled over. So this time I made sure to keep that in mind. Let's make sure I do that in case I freaking hit H again. Which, why would H be reset? Because nobody would hit it accidentally like an idiot? That music box. I love that music box. if I mentioned, my favorite world in this game is always the water world, which is the next one, because I like the possibility of getting in that boat and all the places you could go. And I used to draw my own versions of it with all these little islands with stuff to do on paper. I used to draw that and like a lot of Zelda maps for a made-up Zelda game. But not based on Link to the Past, actually based on the Game Boy games like Link's Awakening and Oracle of Ages, but I didn't actually play Oracle of Seasons because I didn't have it. I mean, I played it later, but I still have never finished it because I never owned it until buying the Virtual Console copy on the 3DS. And I got stuck. I forgot what I'm supposed to be doing. So what if I just run through? If I just... You go away. I was wondering, how come it listed so many achievements when I have gotten barely any, and I forgot. That's right, this has 4 freaking games in it. No wonder. I still gotta figure out what buttons select. Like, I thought it'd be spacebar or shift. Because in other emulators I've used, that's what it's been. I mean... could have assigned it to SNES 9X instead of the SNES. Which, by the way, news came out today about commercial licensing of Keygun or Hydra or whatever and the SNES. That, the person or people that are maintaining it are preparing for commercial licensing, which they said won't affect development of the emulator, which I hope so. But apparently the primary reason behind it, which I think this is a good reason, is for, like, companies that release retro game compilations and stuff like that. So that way they don't have to develop their own emulation backend, or God forbid do something like .emu or something. They could just use one of those 2 emulators for SNES emulation. And, you know, to get the licensing required for that, because the program has parts of it that don't allow for commercial licensing. You have to adjust that. Which... should I just not talk? Should I just play? What's the point then? Which, some of those mini consoles coming out have had emulators on them that weren't set up for commercial emulation or licensing, and the emulation teams who have found out have been pretty upset behind it. I can't remember what it was. Was it the Neo Geo one? Was it the Capcom one that came out? I know it wasn't the NES or SNES Classic, because, you know, those were only to make things. And it wasn't the Sega Genesis Mini, because the Sega Genesis Mini had, you know, emulator code done by M2, which, thank God, we got saved from the hell of AtGames making that thing. Maybe it was the PlayStation Classic, using, UPSXE Rearmed? I don't know. Modern Vintage Gamer did a video on it, so if you want to find out, I guess you just have to check all the mini consoles and stuff he's covered. Like the mini consoles, the retro, the pig. Anyways, it was one of those where they were using an emulator that they should not have been allowed to use, because it was a commercial product. All I know is that it wasn't the NES or SNES Mini or the Sega Genesis Mini. But as far as the Neo Geo, Capcom, the PlayStation, or the, there have been some others, right? Have there been some classic computer ones recently? I hit S and I flipped it. I thought it was select that did that. No, select is life transfer, isn't it? I am a fool. But yeah, I think if we could get more emulation projects licensed that way, I think we could see an improvement in classic game compilation releases on like modern hardware. Because it can come out, sometimes they come out real bad. Like I heard recently the Sega Genesis Classics collection turned out worse than it did on PC and on the previous gen consoles, especially with the online. Which a lot of people act like there's no excuse because we have better emulation of this stuff, but one, a lot of times it doesn't account for enough code. And two, it's because they can't use those emulators. Like, commercially, they cannot. Why would I do that? Because I'm a fool. Can't break blocks slightly off the screen. But like, if we allowed them to use these emulators, it'd be... all they'd have to do is choose the emulator settings, and then, you know, port it to that console's hardware, like, or recompile it, or whatever needs to be done. And maybe we could see, you know, better classic game ports to consoles. I was gonna say cheaper too, because they wouldn't have to develop their own emulation backend, but I mean, for one, they still have to license it, and for two, let's be honest, if they know they can charge you $40 for a bunch of games, they're gonna charge you $40 for a bunch of games. Speaking of which, I'm kind of surprised that some of those recent Capcom collections, I think, have also been done by M2? Not Capcom. Why did I say Capcom? I meant Konami. You know, just because you'd expect if anyone was going to cheap out and hire a not-so-great company to do so, or not give someone enough resources, it would be Konami? But speaking of Capcom and like actual Capcom this time, can we talk about how freaking ludicrously expensive the Mega Man Legacy collections are? Like, for one, they split the old Mega Man games into two collections, which back in the PS2 era, they were in one collection. But they split them in two, so like you have to pay $40 to get all those old Mega Man games, which have already been emulated in a collection that was more complete. I'm not sure how much it cost back then, I got a huge copy from that place, folks. And then they split the Mega Man X collection into two. Which, who would pay for the second Mega Man X collection? Those games are garbage. The first one, sure. But the second one? Not to mention, they left a bunch of other games, still like the Mega Man Zero games still are not in the collection. Is that coming? I don't know. Are we gonna get a Mega Man Zero collection? Well, I guess the old Mega Man collections didn't have everything in the current Mega Man collection. 9 and 10 didn't exist yet, but still. Chopping them both into two was a cheap move. And there's no reason for it, except that they can charge you twice. Like, just give me all the Mega Man games. I mean, honestly, I'd love if they just gave me all of them. The X games, the Battle Network games, the Zero games, the original games, just charge me $60 for that. I'll pay $60 for that. But as it is, I have not paid for the Mega Man Legacy collections because I just don't find it justifiable. Now I do have them on Steam and PSN, and PSN they run a bundle, and on Steam a friend got me the first one, so I have the first one twice. Cool. I like Hammer. Also, that sun level wasn't too bad this time around. I'm all for re-releasing classic games to add more features to them, to keep them available, or to, you know, bring games to territories where they weren't before. But sometimes I just feel like they're under-featured. And overpriced. I'm never gonna be able to redeem myself. I thought Halo Wars would be bad enough, and also everything else I've ever played. No, please, no, please. You don't understand. I have a family. Oh. I was about to get real upset. Now I'm just disappointed. I'm not real upset, I'm just like... come on, man. Please. Let me ride the plant friend. I was wondering when that shell was gonna despawn. I was thinking, oh, he's still there. Is that a cat or someone? I still don't hear it. Turn my volume down. It could just be a cat desperately wanting. This recording doesn't have much on the client, so. You know, this is gonna be hopefully the end, but it might not be. Anyways. Yeah, that's it. This episode's over. I don't know if you want to see more. Jesus Christ.